Hi everyone, this is Julio from Fitness Foundry, and just wanted to give you a quick video of what to expect if you were to attend one of my free public workshops. So if you are in the Boston area, I always have workshops in the surrounding areas. I live in Malden, and I am currently going to do one today here, and I'm being sponsored and hosted by J. Malden Center, a luxurious living facility, and I'm very grateful for them allowing me to use their space. Okay, so my weight loss program is based on the A.I.M method, A.I.M, that's assess, initiate, and motivate. The way that I help people with long-term results is by individualizing it to their lifestyle. What does that mean? That means that the person who can do 5 days a week of working out, their program should be different than the person who can do only one time a week, or the person who can't commit to going to the gym. This does not mean that you cannot achieve your short and long-term goals. It means that it is a factor in it. And then we also tie in the nutrition component, which is very important. If you don't know this, abs are made in the kitchen. So I did not make that up. All that means is that nutrition is the biggest part of any weight loss, especially long-term weight loss program. I want you to have an understanding of the how and why you are losing weight, and then from that education, you know how to keep it off. Anything that is extreme in caloric deficit, meaning not eating anything, it's not sustainable. So I teach you how to choose food that's conducive to your weekly weight loss goals. All right, so let's pretend that let me flip this so I'm learning how to use this. Whoop, the lights kind of change, and the lighting. All right, so if you were to attend, I will actually literally have you do hands-on pen and paper. Sorry for the shaky camera. I feel like I'm one of those low-budget movies. So when you come to my workshop, I don't do PowerPoint presentation, none of that. What we do, we just sit down, we share, we write down, and I have you answer a couple of questions that will help me help you. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm really trying to do better with this. So let me see if I can pull one up here. And I wonder if I can make this brighter. Is that going to help? So what I have here, I wish I affected the brightness of this. So here's a questionnaire that I would have at the workshop, and I also have some other activity sheets. On there, you will literally find out how many calories you need to maintain your current weight. And then after that, we start to discuss what foods that or beverages you may not be aware of is putting you over, or it's hindering your ability to lose weight. So for some people, they don't understand that they may be drinking their calories. The macros our macronutrients are fat, carbs, and protein, and also alcohol is not a macro, but it's its own individual category. So for carbs and carbs and protein is 4 calories per kilogram, and for fats it's 9. And for alcohol is 7. So some people may be drinking the calories. And then another example I give, how to start to change lifestyle and eating habits and drinking habits that might be conducive to your weight loss would be like if you're drinking coffee, instead of putting 4 creams, you only put 2 creams. Small steps like that can make a big difference. If you do that, drink coffee 5 days a week, and you do that, only have 2 creams, you may bring it down by 200 calories, because cream is very caloric dense, and then from that, 200 times 5 days, that's 1,000 calories that you took out of your weekly nutrition. So little steps, again, can go a long way. What I'm showing you here is what I have in my workshops. Again, I'm sorry for the shaky camera. And I always have freebies. I always have some props. So this is a pound of fat, and this is a pound of muscle. I try to educate people that the internet has a lot of misinformation where they will say, what's the difference between a pound of fat and a pound of muscle? There is no difference. The difference is volume and density. And it does tie into your metabolic rate, how much fat and how much muscle you have. So getting an idea of your body composition is very helpful, but not necessary to start your program. As you start to lose the weight, I highly suggest to get an idea of your body composition, so you will know if you're at risk for high blood pressure, high cholesterol. The higher our body fat is, say like 26%, 30%, the more we're at risk for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other preventable illnesses like type 2 diabetes. But for our purposes right now, I'm just giving you an idea of what to expect. And again, if you go to fitnessfoundry.net, you will have access to a lot of the information that I provide here for free, and including the calculators that can help you find out how many calories you need to eat in a day to maintain your current weight, how long will it take for you to lose the weight for your goal. Other things would be METs, M-E-T-S. So that's very important in choosing what exercises you're going to do that's conducive to your goals. Your time is very valuable. So what do I mean by that? Say if you can dedicate 3 days out of the week to walk for 45 minutes, that's a fantastic start. So the METs for that is about 2.5, and I'm not making this information up. If you go to my website, there's a link to the physical compendium that has thousands of activities, and the MET is a level of intensity it's a metabolic equivalent of task. It's not intensity, I'm sorry. However, when you multiply that number, so let's use walking for 45 minutes times the METs, it's around 2.5. It's about, say, if you're walking like at 2 miles an hour or 1.5 miles an hour, times your body weight, you get a solid idea how many calories you burn. So for 45 minutes of walking, let's pretend you go on a spin bike for 45 minutes and you're obviously going to go at a higher intensity. So for that same duration, you may burn 3 times the amount of calories. So all I try to teach people at my event and anyone who follows me is that we can be more efficient with our time, especially for if our goal is weight loss. So if you don't know if you have questions on that, post your comments, and you can also email me and I can help you. Plus I have a lot of other videos on that. A couple of other topics that I talk about is caloric density and your protein source. So a lot of times I have people say I am very healthy, etc., and my protein source is, let's say, nuts. It's fantastic. However, if you're trying to lose weight, it's important for you to know the caloric density of the source of the foods. So for example, if you have a half a cup of walnuts, vegan, and I believe that's about 9 grams, and that equals 9 grams of protein, and that equals about 300 somewhat calories. Now if you have 8 ounces of chicken breast, that's about 14 grams of protein, 150 calories, give or take. And because I am getting older, I can tell you exactly. So walk with me. And again, a lot of these hands out. So let me make half a chicken breast, 18 grams of protein, 150 calories, versus walnuts vegan, half a cup, 9 grams of protein, 383 calories. See, little information like that can make a big difference in how you're food prepping. And then once we can start to dial that in, you will start to see a change in your behaviors and your food choices, and then you'll really start to see the results because you're not going to be dependent on a diet. That's what I don't promote. I don't promote diets. I promote education on what is best for you to lose the desired weight that you want to lose. The last thing I would talk about is weekly weight loss expectations. What do I mean by that? So some people, based on their lifestyle, will lose, it's best that they understand they can sustain and consistently lose a pound per week versus 3 pounds per week. In the beginning, you may lose more. However, once you understand what you can expect to lose per week, it changes the whole ball game. So you won't be discouraged if you're not losing 3 pounds anymore because you're actually only working towards 1 pound. Or for some people, it may be half a pound. And then if you wanted to change it up, you can say, I want to lose 2 pounds, and you will have the science on how to do that. As long as it's healthy and it's conducive to your lifestyle. We want to make sure that the program's sustainable, and then once you achieve your goals, that you can maintain it. No one should be, what should I say? No one should be in the dark on how and the why they lost the weight. Not anymore. Now we're break out and break even. Again, visit fitnessfoundry.net. I have all this information on there for free, including the calculators. You can find my book on Amazon too, Breakout or Break Even, 3-step method for long proven results. Any questions, post comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.